Hello, good morning. Good morning. I sure did forget to fix my camera. How dare you ask me that? I go find it. And oh, you're gonna watch me fix my camera. It's fine. Good morning, how are we? Hello, Razor. Amise Nuts. Hello, good to see you again. Andy Miles, Mudkips, good to see you as well. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Disregard, you all see nothing. Y'all see nothing. Not sure if this is the right wig for this look today, but you know what? It's the wig we've got, so that's what we're gonna do. Do we like? I feel like maybe it could come down a little bit. I don't know, I'm always tweaking shit when I should be done, but I feel like maybe the hairline on this wig is just a little. She's a little blunt, but that's okay. That's okay. Giving Cher meets that girl. I'll take that. I'll take that. Succubussy. I do have to give credit where credit is due. Unless you don't like the horns. But I did get some help from Jared on the horns. They weren't, I mean, they're still not even. Neither are the eyebrows, neither are the eyes, frankly. But he did help me get them more even than they were. So. Anyway, how are we? How are we? I feel like I haven't streamed. Well, I guess I haven't streamed in such a long time. I guess that's true. I do. Well, I don't know the show, Mudkip. I know what show you're talking about. It's like from like the 60s? Question mark? It was like a sitcom, right? I don't know anything about it, but the name and I can picture the like hair. Yeah. She sort of knows her references. I'm one of those people who knows a little bit about a lot of things, but not a lot about really anything. If that makes any sense. Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, the wig's like crooked, isn't it? Well, whatever. Whatever. We'll probably switch wigs at some point, right? It's been a whole week, and last week was so quiet. The stars were. It was so. I was literally talking to Jared about this earlier today, because this happens to me every Saturday when I start getting into drag. That's why there's so many Saturday streams when I've been like, never mind, I'm not streaming, or I've said I'm not going to stream in drag, because I get into my head about like, what if nobody shows up? And this is not to guilt anybody, but y'all have lives. And so it does feel like a 50-50 on Saturdays whether or not people are going to show up. And now that I do this like chatting piece at the beginning, it's very awkward to try to do that when there's nobody here. So I 100% bailed on it last week because there was nobody here. And I was like, well, I'm just going to play video games, I guess. It was so awkward. But again, that's not to make anybody feel bad. Saturdays, there are a lot of people who stream on Saturdays. There are a lot of people who have. That's a me thing I have to work through. It's a brand. It's true. Hi, Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and go to the big camera. I'm kind of happy with it. You all know I don't really do this like kind of graphic shit very often. I did want to, and you all can tell me if this was a mistake. I did want to find a way to add a tail, like a little devil tail somewhere, but I already made the horns so big, there's no room on the eyebrow for any of it. So I would have had to do like at the side of my mouth or something. And Jared was like, it's going to look like you ate a devil. And I was like, okay, but is that a bad thing? Oh yeah, we did the freckles too. The freckles are red. Little nose highlights. Little this, little that. Devil tail on the mouth. See, you get it. So I would have done like kind of like out the side and like a little curly with a little pointy thing at the end. But Jared was like, it's gonna look like you ate like a lizard or It's like, fine. I also touch my face a lot. You're not supposed to do that. It's bad for your skin. So I was like, I'm going to end up smudging whatever it is, no matter how much I set it with like spray and powder. I was like, it's going to end up smudged all over my face and then it's going to look weird. So I ended up not doing it, but I kind of wish I had. Just a little like, God, that would have been good. That would have been good. Maybe next time. It always makes me nervous to try new things with makeup, especially since I only stream once a week. It's like, it's a lot of pressure I put. It's all on myself. Like, I know you all don't really care, but. And then if you pucker your mouth, it would look like, not that. Not that. Oh, Razor wants to start fighting already. That's interesting. 6 minutes into my stream and you already want to start fighting. Bold move. Bold move, but all right. Noted. Anyway, I go back to my... You are 44% the drama. That does feel like a low number. So we are going to do a brief episode of the Onedown today. I've only got a couple things to chat about. Last week I had so much ready for you all, and then nobody showed up. I just have a couple quick hits today. Then we're going to play. I've got 2 horror games for us to play. One is a demo. The other one is just a really short game. It's like a 10-15 minute long game. But if there's one thing we've learned on this channel, it's that a game can be 10 or 15 minutes long for everybody else and still be 2 hours for me. So we will see. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll play some Overwatch. And I did promise TikTok that I would stream on TikTok tonight. So we will stream on TikTok as well. I do wish the light was catching this. This dress is covered in glitter, but I feel like you can't really see it. It just looks like a black dress, but it's fine. It's not like it's itchy or anything. All right. Let's get the first couple things out of the way. So some promo stuff. In case you've been living under a rock or have not been to my stream in the last, I don't know, month or so, let me remind you that you can vote every single day for me at faceofhorror.org. We are in the Bloodsucker? No. Witch Trials. The Witch Trials round. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. The Witch Trials round. So we're down to the top 5. So we started with 100 people, 99 people in my group. We have 5 left. 5 of us left. Only one of us survives this week. So only the person who finishes at the top of our group gets out of this round. And I need it to be me. I need it to be me. The winner, which is, we only have 3 rounds after this. So if we can get out of this round, there are only 3 rounds later. We've already been through 4. So we're more than halfway there. And the winner gets $13,000 fucking dollars. And if you haven't been keeping up with my life lately, now would be a really great time for me to come into $13,000. I'm just saying, it would be a perfect time for me to get into a giant check like that. So it is free if you just click on that link. There are 2 different ways to vote. So you can either vote using a Facebook account, which gives you 1 free vote per day. Or if you're comfortable, you can use a credit or debit card. It does not charge your card, but it does put a $1 hold on your card for about a day. And that's just to verify that you are the owner of the card. I think it's meant to help cut down on people like trying to game the system and vote under multiple different cards and things. But so it doesn't charge your card, but I also understand some people aren't comfortable doing that. There are lots of folks who are here in chat right now who use that method. I use that method and I have not had any like fraudulent charges or anything. But again, I understand you may not be comfortable doing that, but if you do, that gives you 2 votes per day. And if you're so inclined, and if you have the means to do so, you can also donate. So this is all a fundraiser for an organization called the Be Positive Foundation, the Andrew McDonough Be Positive Foundation, which supports families with children who are battling cancer. You can donate to this organization and add votes to my tally. And for today, for the next roughly 3 hours and 43 minutes, those votes are doubled. So under normal circumstances, $1 is one vote. So you donate $20, that's 20 votes added to my tally. For now, for the next several hours, that's doubled. So if you donate $20, that's 40 votes. Now let me tell you the saga. It's those of you who are in the Discord, you know what I'm talking about. I've been going back and forth for weeks now with this person. Her name is Elizabeth. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Name her and shame her. Let's pull it up. Not y'all seeing my meatball recipe. I've been going back and forth with Miss Elizabeth. She's currently in first place. She is currently in first place. She and I keep going back and forth. And every time we have one of these 2-for-1 days, she shoots out in front of me. So full disclosure, I can see when people donate. I can also see the last 3 people who have voted each way. So I know you all have really shown up and showed out for the last like 24 hours or so in particular. I've added like 200 to 300 votes in the last day or so. Which means, and I was way ahead of Elizabeth. I know damn well that I was far ahead of this queen. So that means that she's got someone bankrolling her, because every time I jump in front of her, she, on this 2-for-1 day, shoots out in front of me. And then it's impossible for me to catch her. I never catch her until like the very end of the round. Except I can't do that this time because only one of us gets out of this round. Do I wish I would have seen this coming yesterday? When I know I saw that, Kiki. And the other thing is, and I wish they would, and I understand why they don't, but I wish they would tell us. Like, I have no sense of when these 2-for-1 days are. I have no idea, other than like the general schedule of the rounds. They don't really tell us anything. So I have no way of knowing when these 2-for-1 days are. So we still have 5 days left in this round. My gut tells me there will probably be another 2-for-1 day before the end of this round. But I'm not 100% sure of that. And so it's hard because I don't want you all to like bankrupt yourselves trying to help me win this thing. I appreciate all the support, especially those of you who have given your actual money for this. And again, remember, this is going to a great charity. So I appreciate it. And I don't know if we're going to get another 2-for-1 day. So I don't know how many more chances we're going to have to catch Elizabeth. So it's like a hard juggling. But let's talk about this. And we were talking about this in the Discord too, and I don't feel bad about that. Let's look at Elizabeth's profile. So when you sign up for this, you fill out a little profile. There's a little blurb up at the top. It says, dedicated firefighter and badass. First horror movie I saw was Chucky. Grew up watching Psycho with my grandma. Okay, cute. Use this link, Mudkip. Just click on that link and it'll take you right to my profile, and there'll be a big red button here that says vote. And then you can pick which way you want to vote. Then down here, they ask us like a couple little prompts, and the idea is that you're supposed to fill this out so that people looking at your profile decide whether or not to vote for you. Hers simply says, so the question is, tell us, why would you make it to the end of a horror movie? She says, because when I hear a noise, I don't go towards it. Okay, fair. Next question is, which movie monster do you relate to and why? And she says, Norman Bates, we all go a little mad sometimes. And that's all she has on there. That's all there is. Let's go over to mine. Let's go over to my painstakingly crafted profile. She also has a few pictures. You can add like, I think 6 or 7 pictures. So she has a few here. None of which are particularly horror themed, I might add. Nothing about these pictures. Nothing about these pictures says horror to me. So she's got her picture there. She's got her in front of a fire truck. Great. Her inside the fire truck driving, beep, beep. This makes me want to go do a photo shoot at a fire department, by the way. Can you imagine? And that's all she's got. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's go to my profile, which, by the way, I think this is my 4th profile picture that I put on this profile, because every single round I'm mixing it up. I'm giving you variety. I'm giving you range. So my little headline says, horror gamer, gay as in gay, and drag queen based in Maine, born 2 days before Halloween, meaning I am the chosen one, and obsessed with all things horror. Cute. Oh my god, it says I'm first. What happened? Wait. Which one of you did it? I don't know who that is, but whoever it was. Someone just submitted and donated 200 votes. Razor also contributed. Andy also contributed. So Andy with 50 votes, Razor with 50 votes, and then I'm not sure who this person is. It's only a first name, and I don't want to dox anybody. Contributed 200 votes. Thank you very much. That is far too kind. But watch! We'll check again before I end my stream. She's going to jump in front of me again. I just know it. I also see Heron voted. I see Soxy, you must be lurking, girl. I love you. I see she voted as well. Oh, it was Mudkip. Okay, great. I didn't want to dox you. Thank you, Mudkip. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. So we're back in first place. For now. For now. But you just wait. You just wait. Full disclosure, Razor donated, I think, 100 votes earlier. And then there were a bunch of other folks who came in with like 20, 30, 40. And she managed to pull ahead of us right after that anyway. So don't tell Elizabeth that we're in first. Don't let her know that we're in first. Maybe we can just sneak through. I know, we passed her right as we were reading her profile. Karma. Anyway, so very cute. We got our little picture here. So my answers, which again, painstakingly crafted. Hi, Soxy. So the question, tell us why you would make it to the end of a horror movie. I said, in a shocking, all caps, turn of events, I've been working with the killer all along. Knife emoji. That's funny. And that shows depth and an understanding of how horror works. Question 2. Which movie monster do you relate to and why? Now, this is where I think I really shine. I said, I'm built like Butterball from Hellraiser. That's funny as hell. But I truly relate most to Predator. Sure, they hunt humans for sport and rip out their skulls and spines for a keepsake, but they won't harm folks who are pregnant or deemed vulnerable, and I can respect that. A monster with standards, a queen for the people. That's so good. That's so much better than just Norman Bates. Ugh! Please, I deserve this. And then the third question, which, if you didn't notice, Elizabeth didn't even bother to answer. What would you do with the unlucky $13,000? Well, I have no problem being transparent and telling you that $13,000 would buy a lot of wigs. I will also add that it would probably help keep a roof over my head while I continue to look for a job, but that's okay. It also would buy wigs. It would buy wigs. And I've got, 5 other pictures down here. So we have our profile picture, very cute, which is also on the new merch. The new merch design. We have this picture, which inspired the new merch design. We have the nun look. I would say maybe when you posted that it would buy wigs, but we have greater concerns. Yeah, I've got bigger problems, but 13,000 could do both, frankly. I could spend 1,000 on wigs and the other 12,000 to keep me in a home. This is Carrie the Nun. Yes. Thank you, Mudkip. You get it. You get it. We have this one where I think this looks really good. I do wish I hadn't worn a bra in this one because you can see, because it's so tight. You can see everything underneath, but that's okay. I do think this look is very good. I think I look very good in purple. Not I think, I know. That is a fact. That's a statement of fact, not an opinion. This one. So she's, again, giving you that range, that variety. Not a single fire truck to be seen, but we're on what, wig number 4? Okay, well, that's not a wig, but it's a habit. And then, of course, the design, which is now on Carry the One merch. You can see underneath, put a knife on them titties. I think what I was trying to do, because there's nothing even in the bra. That's just a very lacy bra, so you can see a lot of the structure. I think I probably was nipping out in this pretty bad. And so I thought putting a bra over it would help avoid the nipple situation. But it then just created this instead. So I just traded one problem for another one. Yeah, we were trying to keep the nip knops in order, because this is like a pleather situation. It's very hot. But I look so good in it. Y'all should see me when I'm wearing my pads and my breastplate in this. Oh, girl. Oh, can't have nipple situations on this channel. We only do nipple situations in the Discord. I think maybe I also was streaming on TikTok this day, and TikTok loves to ban me for shit that I'm not actually doing. So, I was pretty sure that if I tried to stream on TikTok in this, I was going to get banned. So, it is what it is. I love a good nipple moment. I wish everybody's nipples were out all the time. But unfortunately, it's we're not there. We're not there yet as a society just yet. Too hot for TikTok. That's me. Anyway. So once again, thank you for all the votes. I appreciate it. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you can, again, vote every single day. You can vote every single day. Once a day. Hopefully Elizabeth doesn't try to pull anything. Well, I want them out, but I want them in... Oh. Oh. Well, perhaps I have a platform for that too. Anyway. So am I going to continue being annoying about this? Yes. Yes, I am. But here's the other good news. If and when we win this round, there's something next called the animator or the reanimator round. So what that means is that all the people who got second place in their groups get thrown into another group, and someone from that group gets to come back. It's like a second chance round. It's like on All Stars when they bring someone back, and it's like you can win your way back into the competition. If we win this round, we don't have to participate in that reanimator round, which means we'll get like 3 or 4 days while that round is happening that we don't have to vote. Because our round won't start until the reanimator round is over. So I think it's like October, I think we have 5 days left. So I think this round ends on the 12th. So I think October 13th through the 16th or something like that is when this reanimator round is happening. So if we win this round and move automatically past the reanimator round, we don't have to vote during the reanimator round because we're not competing at that point. So that would give us like 3 or 4 days to relax. I won't have to keep nagging every single person that I know about voting. I had to talk to my uncle today, my uncle who I disowned and cut ties with, who I thought I had blocked on Facebook until he commented on my post today and said that he voted. My mother voted. We've got people getting their grandma to vote, which I appreciate, but I also feel like I am being so annoying, and I appreciate that none of you have blocked me yet, to my knowledge. But it would be great if I could have a couple days where like I don't feel like I have to spam everybody, like Discord, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. I have not posted on LinkedIn yet, but I've thought about it. And it's only because I don't really post any drag shit on LinkedIn. But if we start getting into those later rounds, honey, we might have to pull out all the stops. Won't block you until you have that picture taken. Yeah. Maybe I'll see, not in my town. My town's very conservative, but I bet in the town that I used to live in, the college town, I bet I could get the fire department there to let me take some pictures with their trucks. Let me add a firefighter costume to my throne wish list. And I might make some phone calls. I might know some people. I'm going to redo, or like recreate all of Elizabeth's pictures. Every single one of them. Frame by frame. I'm going to do not just what I do, but I'm going to do what she does better. And yes, I will wear the breastplate. Because I bet those are bigger too. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway. So that's the like big promo. I try to like keep my self promo shit on here to a minimum, but it's like an all hands on deck situation. And now because I see so many of you have put so much money now even into this, I feel that much more like committed to making this like happen and winning. I want to win so bad. I want to win so bad. I don't know if I can put it into words just how bad I want to win this. More with each day. So that's one announcement. Oh, the other thing was just the new merch. So there is in fact new merch out if you haven't already picked some up. I know Raven has put an order in. A couple others I know have been waiting for some sizes to come back in some of the clothing. But yeah, it's super cute. Why are my buttons not working? Hello? Is my stream deck broken? Girl! It's gonna do the command like 4 times now. Yep, there it is. Okay, great. Well. Well, so go ahead and pick up some merch. And a reminder that if you're a member on Fourth Wall, you get a discount on my merch. Oh, mods, help me remember. We've got a bunch of memberships to give away too. From our September, where Fourth Wall was matching all of our gifted memberships, I've got, I think, 30 memberships left to give away. Because y'all went so ham. Someone who still hasn't come forward and told me who they are, gifted like 10 on my last stream of September. And then Fourth Wall matched that. So we added 20, plus we had a bunch that had already kind of like stacked up. And I think they were the level 2 memberships, which are $10. So I've got a shitload of these memberships to give away. So stick around. If you are not currently a member on my Fourth Wall, I need you to stick around because I need to be able to get rid of these. And you will absolutely win one of them because I literally never have 30 people in here ever anymore. So please stick around. And if we get a good number of folks in here and we got some folks that we know aren't already members, remind me and we'll do some of these giveaways because I can re-roll the giveaways pretty much anytime. Thank you, Kiki. I appreciate that. Yeah, Anonymous, thank you. Love you. DM me. Let's talk. So yeah. Lots of good stuff going on. I know that I tend to like focus on the things that are like I'm struggling with, and my emotional and mental well-being has not been great lately. But I have so much to be grateful for. You all have been so supportive, especially for such a small community. And that's, again, not me trying to read or drag us. I see so many other people who have way larger communities than I have, who complain about some of the same like things that I'm struggling with. But I see like you all show up way more and way more consistently than even folks who have 2 or 3 times the viewers and community that we have. So I appreciate you all very much, especially in moments like September when it's like, that's a really great opportunity. And that was a great way to let's be honest, put more money in my pocket. Hey, you all always make sure to show up for me. And I appreciate that very much. Except for Razor, fuck him. Sorry, I can only be so nice. I get to the point where it's like starts to get like gross nice, and then I'm like, we gotta reel it back. Sorry. Anyway, let's get into this episode of the Onedown. I don't have to edit the shit out of this for YouTube. Not that Heron. Well, it is a nipple out day. Everything is moderation. I'm not sure what that means, but sure. Everything in moderation. Got it. So what's going on this week? So I really only have like 3 things to talk about, and then we'll go ahead and get right into, like I said, we've got a couple horror games to play, and then we're gonna play some Overwatch for a change. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is Kevin McCarthy. Y'all see this yet? Did y'all see Kevin McCarthy got his ass voted out of the Speaker of the House role? He really, his own party kicked him out of the job. Honey, that's so embarrassing for him. That's literally never happened. We've had speakers like removed from their role, but because they like got sick. Or like it's never happened where a party has been like, we aren't happy with what you're doing, get out. He's not even the goon of the week. It gets worse. I know. It gets worse. I know. So I'll be honest, I haven't done a ton of reading on this. But from what I understand, I've got one hair that's sticking to this lip right now. Anyway, So the way I understand it, there was a budget bill that was passed as a way of keeping the government open, because we're here in the United States, our new like favorite thing is barely keeping our government funded at pretty much all times. And so they passed a bill, and McCarthy made some sort of deal with the Democrats in order to get that bill passed, to keep the government open and avoid a shutdown. Matt Gaetz, who is terrible, he's one of the ugliest human beings I've ever seen in my life. This man right here. This poor unfortunate face. They always pick horrible pictures for these articles anyway, but he was upset. And so he and a small handful of these very fringe far-right Congress folks basically called to have him removed. And the Democrats, of course, see this as an opportunity. So they voted with them. So basically it was like a 216 to 210 vote. It was very, very close. Let me see. It must be in here. Yeah, 216 to 210. So 8 rebels is what they're calling them. Joined the Democrats to vote 216 to 210 to remove him. He looks like Chucky grew up in his... Yeah. Matt Gaetz is terrible. He's like a never... he's like a diehard Trump fan. He's the guy who's like under investigation for some like grooming, human trafficking, sexual harassment type stuff. And now there's all this other stuff coming out. So the like bulk of the Republicans are of course super pissed at these 8 Republicans who voted with the Democrats. And so now all of this stuff's coming out about Matt Gaetz that these other guys have been holding on to. Which one is shitty, because it's like, if you knew all these bad things about him, why wouldn't you share that sooner? And why did you wait until like it would benefit you? But they're also Republicans, so I'm not particularly surprised. And now the big question is, who are they going to get to replace McCarthy? The Democrats, of course, would love to have these 8 Republicans vote with them to put in Hakeem Jeffries is the leader of the Democrats in the House. So they would love to get that help and put him. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So now the trick is finding someone that enough Republicans can get on board with, that they will have enough votes to get their way. If you remember, this is sort of where we were at back before McCarthy got this job, when it took 14, 15 rounds of voting to get him in, because the Republicans didn't want him in. This same group of rebels didn't want McCarthy. They wanted pretty much anybody else. They wanted someone who was more conservative, or more their kind of conservative. Want them to replace McCarthy with Trump? Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's the other kind of like fun element to this, is that the person who becomes Speaker of the House does not necessarily have to be a sitting member of Congress. So someone who's not even in the room right now could hypothetically win the nomination. That's not going to happen. There's no way. But so that's where we're at, is like, how can the Republicans find a way to come together around another candidate after showing how fractured they were last time we went through this? And now this bill that kept the government open only runs and only lasts until I think sometime in the middle of November. So if they can't get their shit together in the next month or so, we might run into an issue where we don't have a Speaker of the House and we're facing another government shutdown. Which, if you know anything about the history of Republicans trying to govern at the national level here in the United States, is not really a surprise. It's not really a surprise. If you really get down to it. Oh my gosh, Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub to Heron. Love that for you. Thank you. So I'm sure we will see more about this. I will also be very interested if this is still happening when the next Republican debate comes around. I want to know if this is going to come up. Because if anything, this is just, once again, putting on a platform and on a pedestal just how kind of dysfunctional the Republican Party is. And that's not to say that the Democrats are like a well-oiled machine, but comparatively, they sure look like one right now. They're certainly much more united than the Republicans are. Whether or not that's a good thing, that's a matter of opinion. But it certainly does not appear that the Republicans are in a position to govern this way. So I would imagine the Democrats would probably not say this, but they would love it if this was a long drawn out situation where they can continue campaigning on this and running against this dysfunctional Republican Party for as long as possible, because it's probably doing great for them fundraising wise. Even though they're not getting anything done. So that's a mess. There are a couple people who've been like floated. I can't remember their names. Steve Scalise, that's the one. So Steve Scalise, who I think is like the ranking Republican in the House, and then Jim Jordan, who's also a piece of shit. They are the two so far who have confirmed that they are interested in the job. They've put their names forward. Yeah, Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise. I don't know enough about like the specifics of like Republican politics, but my sense is that these two do not probably have enough votes as it stands. So what would probably have to happen is some sort of deal would have to be made with this group of rebels, these like outsider Republican Congress folks, in which they would agree to vote for somebody in return for something. And I think the concern that a lot of folks have is, what would that something have to be in order to get these people to stop kind of holding the party hostage? Because that's what this comes down to, is the Republican Party has the majority in the House of Representatives, but not by much. Not by enough that they can really throw their weight around, especially if they've got this group of 8 to 10, depending on the issue, who are willing to vote against them. That negates their majority. And it's an extra layer of intrigue, because this is, typically when we see like a wing of a party that's maybe a little more fringe, they're fringe in the sense that they are more likely to vote with the other party. Think of like your Kirsten Sinemas, think of your Joe Manchins in the Senate, where they are Democrats, or well, Kirsten's not anymore, but they were elected as Democrats, but they tend to lean a little more conservative than most Democrats. This is almost the opposite, where this group of 8 to 10 Republicans isn't voting with the Democrats. So they're not necessarily stalling or halting progress in the sense that they're helping the Democrats stop everything, but they're trying to pull their party further right. They're trying to pull the party into, or get the party to prioritize issues and things that aren't currently front of mind for them. So it's an interesting dynamic, because it's not like these are Republicans who are like left-leaning Republicans who are just helping the Democrats or voting with the Democrats. These are Republicans who are upset that their leadership is not more of the kind of Republican they want. So, which is why, there's talk of like the Tea Party and kind of harkening back to when we saw that sort of split in the Republican Party, where again, we had a group of Republicans who felt like the party just wasn't heading in a conservative enough direction. And there are a lot of reasons for that. My guess, mostly that they realized that you can't be super conservative and win a lot of national elections. There are very few places where you can be like a Mike Pence conservative who is like unapologetically Bible-thumping, pro-life, mega conservative and still win a popular vote. And even fewer places where that's a path forward for you on a national level. So I think that there's a reckoning happening with the Republican Party, where it's a matter of, what does being a Republican look like moving forward, knowing that what has worked for them in the past and what has been sort of their bread and butter, abortion in particular, isn't really working for them anymore. Partially because they got Roe v. Wade flipped. It's like they're suffering from their own success at this point, where for decades, Republicans have campaigned on, we need to overturn Roe v. Wade. Abortion is the issue. It's the issue that most people have a pretty strong stance on. There are a lot of folks who feel very strongly emotionally connected to the issue of abortion. And so for generations, really, Republicans have been able to campaign on this idea of, we need to get enough Republicans elected so that we can overturn Roe v. Wade. Well, that has happened now. So now they can't campaign on this like, we've got to save abortion. And so that's why we're seeing sort of the split amongst the party, because everybody's trying to find the next issue that they can kind of make their key issue moving forward. I think that's a lot of why we're seeing so much rhetoric and so much activity in state legislatures around trans folks. I don't think it's that they actually care that much about trans folks, particularly now that we're talking about trans folks in sports. Nobody actually cares that much about women's sports in general, let alone trans women in sports. And it's been proven time and time again that very rarely are these bills being passed in places where there are many, if any, trans women or girls trying to participate in sports. So we're banning people that aren't trying to actually participate, by and large. The World Swimming Championships just had to cancel. They had created a separate open category for trans, non-binary folks, and then cis folks who met certain like biological criteria that put them outside of the norm for their gender. Nobody signed up. Nobody signed up for their trans category because, again, there are so few trans and non-binary folks who could even compete at that sort of level. And the ones who can or do don't want to be part of some other category. But again, it's something that people feel strongly about. It's something that for a lot of folks, it elicits a strong emotional response. It plays on this fear of progressivism. It plays on this fear of the world changing and getting moving away from what folks have maybe always believed or understood about the world. Hi, Shay. And so it plays on that same sort of fear in much the same way that the abortion conversation did. And now that abortion is not a non-issue, but for them, they've overturned Roe v. Wade, so they can't continue saying we're going to overturn it. They've got to find something else. And so now the narrative is we're going to get trans folks out of your bathrooms. We're going to get trans folks out of your daughter's soccer team, even though those things aren't actually substantial issues. And so that's why on the left, we're hearing some of this kind of discourse around how much airtime, how much space do we give these arguments, knowing that even these folks who are proposing these bills know that it's not that much of an issue and know that it's not something that most people are actually that concerned about. And it's hard because it's like we've got to push back when people are trying to pass harmful bills. And is this something that people would even be that concerned about if it weren't for the fact that Republicans are trying to make this such like a keystone issue for them? So again, I think that's what we're going to see, particularly in the next year or so. And that's, I think, the biggest opportunity, not that I'm trying to help any Republican candidates out, but when we're looking at the folks running for president on the Republican side, that's their best opportunity to establish themselves as a candidate. It's their best opportunity to set themselves apart, is to really paint their vision for what does the GOP look like moving forward. Because right now they don't have a direction. Clearly. Hi, Beth. Beth, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for shouting out, Beth. Y'all, I'm gonna pause the one down for just a quick second. Y'all gotta go follow Beth. You gotta go follow Beth right now. Follow her on Twitch. Follow her on TikTok, YouTube. She's been cranking out that YouTube content lately, especially if you're like a sci-fi fantasy RPG fan. Hi, Karami. Beth sent you. Love that. Oh, not the double raid. Beth, you good? Beth sent her. She said, I know that our friends can be a lot to handle, so I'm going to send them in pairs. I'm going to send a few of them first, and then the second wave is going to come. Beth, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I know you've got to get going. You've got your D&D game. But thank you so much for the raid. I was lurking watching Beth while I was getting into drag today. She was playing some Overwatch. A little Overwatch. I'll give you a close up. Thank you. Group A and Group B, exactly. Send the scouts and then the cavalry, right? Something like that. But thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you have so much fun at your game. In your game. With your game. I hope your DM doesn't get you killed. Slay the dragon, or whatever. Whatever it is. Pro sports, e-squirts, overwart. Not that. Not e-squirts. Not e-squirts. We were just talking about Republicans and what a hot dumpster fire they are. One of our favorite things to talk about. But thank you so much, Raiders, for coming in. I appreciate it. We're in the middle of a little just chatting segment right now, but then we're going to do some horror games, and then we're going to play some Overwatch. So please feel free to follow if you're so inclined. But also, I know that you just have been watching Beth, so if you need to go stretch your legs, grab a drink, grab a snack, or just not be staring at a computer screen, that's totally fine. Do what you got to do. Love the look. It feels very Elvira, and as a goth, I love her. Ah, speaking my language. Elvira, that is the highest compliment you could pay me. Thank you so much for the follow. We've been, of course, embracing like the Halloween, October, horror kind of scary season. So I'm part of this competition. We actually just moved back into first place. We've been in second place. We were in first place earlier, then second, and now back in first. Where folks can go and vote for me every single day to make me the 2023 Face of Horror, which comes with a $13,000 check. So if y'all want to go vote, that would be great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That'd be really great. I would appreciate it. Should we give away the fourth wall now? We can. We can do a fourth wall. Hi, Ferg. All right, y'all. You want to do a? Oh, you want to do a giveaway? Y'all want to do a giveaway? Y'all like free stuff? I like free stuff. I like free stuff. I like giving away free stuff. Let's give away a membership. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Fourth Wall, it's kind of like a Patreon. It's kind of like a Patreon in the sense that it's a membership platform where folks get access to behind the scenes content. My YouTube videos go there 24 hours before they go up publicly. If you're a level 2 member, which is $10 per month, you can get a discount, 10% discount on my merch. It's pretty slay. And so Fourth Wall did this really great promotion at the end of September where they were matching any gifted memberships. And so I forgot what tab I need to go to. I think it's orders. I have like 30 memberships to give away. And I like never have 30 people here. So let's give away some memberships. And if you are not already a member, please enter. Even if you don't actually use the membership, I just need to get rid of some of these. I just need to get rid of these. So let's do some level 2s. Let's do some level 2s. 2 redeems left. How do I re-roll this? How do I do this? Can't remember. Redo the give. Oh, yeah, we're going to redo the giveaway. So this is going to be for 2 level 2 memberships. Okay, so here's the deal. It's going to give a cool little alert, and then you're going to have 3 minutes to type in !enter in chat. That automatically enters you, and then it'll pick 2 random winners. I just need to get rid of these. I mean, I've got 30 of them. I literally never have, I never have 30 people here.
Present.
So, oh, there it is. Now, !enter. !enter. We call them the Carriolas. And again, it'll pick 2 winners automatically in about 3 minutes, 180 seconds. And then if you are one of the winners, you'll have a link to click on just to verify your Twitch account. And then you'll have to create a Fourth Wall account, which is just your name, email address, and a password. And then you've got access. And the cool thing about memberships, especially if you're a Twitch streamer, is that like Twitch takes half of my money. So if you subscribe right now, you spend about $5 depending on your currency. I get to keep half of that. With Fourth Wall, especially with memberships, I get to keep 95%. So if you take that same $5 and subscribe on my Fourth Wall, I get to keep $4.25, is I think what that works out to. No, 75 cents. I'm not good at math. Despite my name. I get to keep a lot more of that money if you spend it on Fourth Wall than if you spend it here on Twitch. So we are talking about politics. We are. I don't have a pronouns command. I should. That's a good idea. When I'm in drag, I use she, her, they, them. Out of drag, I'll answer to any of them. Thank you for asking. Hi, messed up fairy. Welcome in. I'm Rufus, the child of my best friend. I love that. I love that. They, he, in that order, but don't tell your mother because I haven't yet. Okay. I don't know how I would ever meet your mother, but if I do, I'll make sure to. They, he, I appreciate that. Thank you. Make it remind you of Kiss. I'll take that. I'll take that. I've been called worse. I have been called worse. I'll take that any day. Yeah, the quick math. I'm not good at that. Your best friend's kiddo. Oh, I love that. Well, any friend of Beth is a friend of ours. Thanks for the lurk, Karen. Love you. Yeah, we're talking about politics. We're talking about politics. And we're gonna switch gears next to the Goon of the Week, and that's also politics. But it's not American politics. So I guess that's good, right? Could be worse. Alright, let's wait for this giveaway. And then we'll switch to the next we'll switch to the next topic. Not worse. Kiss is awesome, one of the greatest bands ever. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Moving to my phone so I can listen while I'm making dinner. Oh, thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. Oh, who are the winners? Ferg and Beth. Ferg and Beth. All you gotta do is click on that link. Click on that link. It's gonna ask you to confirm your Twitch account to prove that you are, in fact, the person who won. And then just create your account on Fourth Wall, and you are in, baby! Congratulations, GG's. We'll do another one in like an hour or so. We'll give away a couple more. We'll give away a few more. I'm old enough to be here though. I do have it set to 18 plus. I do indeed. Not really because I have like a problem with minors being here, but just being that I'm a drag artist, there are a lot of folks who are like, don't let my kids get exposed to what you do. And so obviously I can't stop people from watching my stream, but by putting that there, at least I can say, like, if your kid's here, it's not because I want them here, it's because they don't know how to listen, which is a you thing, not a me thing, Mom. Hi, Ruby. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Would I prefer you subbing to Fourth Wall instead of Twitch? Been a subscriber on Twitch for so long, it feels weird leaving, but if you're gonna get more. So here's the Beth. As you literally gift subs, girl, ma'am. Beth, you really don't have to do all that. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. To answer your question, the way that I kind of see it, I don't have a problem with people subscribing on Twitch. If you're going to use the perks. So like if you're going to watch and benefit from not having ads, if you're going to benefit from getting to use the emotes, like if you're going to get your money's worth out of a sub, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But for people who maybe are only like occasionally here, or for them it's not a big deal if they get ads, or they have like Twitch Turbo, you don't get any ads anywhere. So for them, like the benefit of a sub is a little bit more diminished. Or when people are asking, like they want to spend, like they want to support me financially and they want to know, like, is it better to gift a bunch of subs or better to support through Fourth Wall or tipping? That's who I'm talking about. So it's entirely up to you. If you're benefiting from not having ads, if you're benefiting from getting to use the emotes and such, great. Great. I have no problem with folks subscribing on here. The difference in how much I make is small enough that if you're benefiting from the sub, great. But if folks, it doesn't make a difference to them, if it's all the same to them either way, then yeah, my preference is Fourth Wall, because I'd rather make $4 than, what was it, 75 cents over $2.50. But I have no problem with people subscribing if they're getting their money's worth out of it. Kids shouldn't be in a political stream anyways, or on Twitch in the first place without parent permission. I mean, hypothetically, yeah. But as we all know, Kids love not doing what they're supposed to do. So makes total sense why moving to YouTube next month. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've been trying to like step up. It sucks because I like Twitch, but Twitch is terrible when it comes to discoverability. If you want to grow on Twitch, you almost always have to have some sort of like platform elsewhere that you're promoting on. So I would maybe consider making a similar switch once I'm at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, because then I can monetize my channel. But as it stands, there's really no way to monetize my YouTube, other than like promoting my fourth wall on there. Did I style my hair myself? No. No, I'm not very good at wigs. I bought this one. I wish I could do this though. I know the theory behind it. So I know that like up in here, there's, I think, shopping bags, like plastic shopping bags stuffed up under here. I think I could probably do that. And I know there's a lot of teasing going on around here. But I have not mastered styling a wig yet. I should, because it'd be a lot cheaper to just style my own wigs. But got the subscribers, but we need 200 watch hours to get the first level. Yeah. It's so tough. Like, I appreciate that YouTube has kind of several different options in terms of monetization, but they're all really tough to hit. So, but I'm told that the first 1,000 subscribers is the hardest, and that once you get to 1,000, it gets easier from there. Not stupid as brick. Yeah, Beth's YouTube's popping off. She's posting a lot of like reaction content. She was doing the Wheel of Time stuff, now the One Piece, and she's getting the views, honey. You can set your membership at 500 followers. Really? I don't think I saw that, because I've already got that. I know, Goose. I know. I'll have to check that out. For me, it looked like there were two options, and the like easier one was around shorts, which I do get more views on my shorts than I do on my long form stuff, which pisses me off because I spend so much time editing these long videos and then nobody gets to see them. Goose is shocked. Yeah, actually, I think Jared's downstairs trying to use like the blender, which sets him right off. Sets him right off. What are my views on the Nord Stream bombings? I don't know enough about that I probably have a whole lot to offer to that conversation, to be 100% honest. I'm vaguely familiar with it, but oh my god, that scared me. Goose is my dog. Goose is my dog. He usually makes an appearance, but Jared's home, my roommate's home, so oh, I hear him coming up the stairs now. Hi, Bubba. Here he is. Hi. He's a good dog. He's a good boy. We love him. We love him. Yes, he's very handsome. He's a shepherd mix. He's very mouthy. He's a good boy. We had him almost a year. Next month will be a year since we got him. Oh, Bubba. He's a good boy. He usually naps underneath my desk. He is. He's very cute. I love his ears. His little flop over ears. He's so cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I forgot what we were talking about. We got derailed. All right, sounds good, Beth. Love you too. Make sure to go redeem your membership. Carry the one fans/redeem. Before you I don't think it expires. But anyway. It was not a big deal. Released trillion tons of CO2 into the atmosphere and such, but it was Russians, obviously. Yeah, again, I don't know enough about it. That was like I think I saw, was that a year ago today? Is today like the anniversary of that? Again, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I think you're talking about how you're not following. Oh, yeah. The Israel-Palestine thing, yeah, I'm not as in tune as I probably should be. TBH. I know I saw something about the president of Ukraine said something. I think he made a statement that was pretty pro-Israel, if I recall. And so people are like, as your country is being like actively invaded by another country, you're going to stick up for this country that's actively invading Palestine. Was I at 9/11? No. Do I remember it? Yeah. You're asking some pretty strange questions, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, you're giving me a weird vibe. The vibes are weird in the studio today. What else were we gonna talk about? Oh, Rishi. I remember now. Hang on. Hang on. We have a video to watch. Did y'all see this? The Prime Minister of
beautiful thing
the
about
UK?
simple practices, I can.
Not this. Not the ad. Messed up, may I say, truly. So imagine Germany being attacked to the same extent as America in 2001. Again, it's not something I'm familiar enough with that I feel like I can weigh in on it. I also don't speak for the United States, so I'm not like a patriot, bald eagle kissing, red-blooded American. I'm well aware the United States sucks ass, and that we've done some really shitty things and continue to do a lot of really shitty things. Carrie, what are your thoughts on the president deciding to back somewhat the border wall? Same. I do talk about politics sometimes, and that doesn't mean I talk about everything that's happening in politics everywhere in the world. So I'm happy to talk about the things that I know about, but I think one of the important things when you're someone who's providing commentary on the internet is to know when you're not the right person to be talking about something. And I wouldn't want to sit here and talk about something I don't know enough about to really offer an informed opinion on. And that's, I think, where a lot of people go wrong. There are a lot of folks who will spout off on anything, whether or not they know what they're talking about. And I refuse to be one of those people. But Beth, I agree. I'm very upset. It's frustrating that that was so much a part of the campaign that they campaigned so hard on like the wall is inhumane, it's not working, but here we are doing it anyway. And of course not to the same extent that Trump had kind of been envisioning, but still. I'm not extremely politically inclined, but I'm very scared. Yeah, I think there are a lot of reasons to be scared. If you're anything other than, you know, a cis white Christian American-born man, there are lots of reasons to be scared, and that's one of the reasons that I do this little show. Is I know there are a lot of folks in our community who either don't have a lot of hope for the direction things are going or don't understand. A lot of what happens, especially in American politics, is so inaccessible to so many of us because it's not there's very little transparency in a lot of the processes that happen. So much happens that it can be tough to follow everything, and certainly everything isn't covered by the news. And so this is kind of our way of hoping to combat some of that, at least. Can you express your opinion on the word cis? You can, as long as you're prepared for my response. How about that? People are welcome to express their opinions here, but we're also very clear about what we stand for here. So I will leave you with that. For you two as a drag queen, it's super scary how backwards society's been trying to go. Yeah. Sure. Oh, what a very timely comment there. I'm a straight heterosexual. I do not like to be called slurs. I can't think of a single slur that exists for straight folks. There's no such thing as a slur against straight people. Cis is not a slur. It's not a slur. It's a descriptor. It's a descriptor. It's an adjective. Hi, Pop. Can we get a shout out for Pop FPS, please? My team Overture besties. Yeah, cis is not a slur. That's like bare minimum. It's not a slur. No straight people do not need descriptors, and cis is a slur. That is factually incorrect. Facts don't care about your feelings. Cis is not a slur. It literally is the descriptor for what kind of person you are. No one's ever weaponized cis against cis people. Yeah, you're also confusing gender and sexuality here. So straight has nothing to do with your gender. Trans people aren't automatically queer. Trans people aren't automatically gay or lesbian or bisexual. Many of them are, and good for them. But you're talking about apples and bananas right now. Facts do not care about your definitions. Definitions are literally facts. Baby, that's literally what a definition is. It's a fact. It's the fact of what a word means. What are you talking about? Facts don't care about your definitions. Okay. Well, they don't care about yours either then. So if your definition is that cis is a slur, the fact is you're wrong. The fact is you're incorrect. I don't think we have a link for resources, no. But I agree, Ruby. I don't think they're probably looking to learn here. I don't think they're looking to learn here. Yeah, this person's clearly looking for a fight, it would appear. There's sexuality and gender difference in English, but in other cultures there is no such thing, and in my language words have genders. Okay. I promise you, no matter what language it is that you speak, there is a word for gender and there's a word for sexuality. They are not the same thing. Who you are and who you are attracted to are not the same thing. That's like basic biology. I'm just saying. That's true. That's true. Pre-colonial cultures often made space for third or other genders. So I'm telling you, your language has to be undermined? No. You told me cis is a slur. That's English, babes. I'm not telling you anything about your language. I'm telling you cis is not a slur. You're trying to tell me that's not true. I don't even know where you're coming from now. It's not a slur, babe. It's not a slur. You're not even very good at trolling. This is kind of embarrassing. Yeah, you're giving me whiplash with all of this like back and forth. We started on cis as a slur, and then somehow turned into me undermining your language. Okay. Okay. Exactly, Pup. Cis literally just means that you were born, the doctor looked between your legs and said, that's a boy or that's a girl, and they were right. That's literally all it means. It's only a slur if you make it one. It sounds like you want to be a slur. I got a few slurs I can give you if you want, but cis isn't one of them. Why do you have to call me cis slur to define my gender, which is obvious to majority of people? I don't know your gender. According to your profile, you're an anime character. Is that your gender? Are you an uwu? It's not obvious. I have no idea what your gender is. I only know that you're cis because you're very clearly acting like a triggered cis person. If cis is a slur to you, I don't think this is... Yeah, I don't think you're in the right place if you think cis is a slur. You even got Heron to pull out a lurk for this. Heron doesn't come out a lurk for pretty much anything other than a nip slip. But here he is. No, I'm an online anime character. It's internet. So let me get this right. Let me just make sure I get this straight. You're telling me that you can be an anime character on the internet, but I can't call you cis? That's what you're trying to tell me right now? Yikes. Wow. Well, now you're just embarrassing yourself. But my viewer count has gone up consistently since you got here, so thanks. Yeah, they're obviously trolling, let's be clear. They very much are trolling. Yeah, well, I'm being honest. Well, I wish you wouldn't. I wish you'd stop. Because nobody asked. Nobody asked for your shitty hot takes on gender. Or 9/11. Let's remember, this is the person that kicked us off with, do you remember 9/11? And were you there at 9/11? So, well, honesty is a bitch. Okay. Are you having fun? Is this fun for you? Forget this video. This is way more interesting. I would love to understand why it is people do what you're doing right now. Because it's not funny. It's not good. It feels like you just like getting roasted on the internet. Is this 16 high schoolers? I know. This started right when we started talking about Matt Gaetz, so that's interesting. 9/11 kind of sucks for Americans. Why would we want to forget that date? I didn't say we do, but we also weren't talking about 9/11. That's my point. We were not talking about 9/11. I at no point said that we should forget about 9/11. We literally call it 9/11. How are we going to forget the date? Girlfriend anime pillow doesn't talk back, so they gotta jump on. Not that, Razor. So are you going to call me cis no matter what? Sure am. I sure am, Chief. Cis! And I don't mean that like the gay way. Like I call Kiki cis. She actually is my sis. You're just cis. Cis, derogatory. I was a boy last time I checked, so please call me a man. A cis man, yeah. That's the point. cis man, la 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 la. You're cis man. Sorry about it. You're cis man. Are we feeling petty? I'm feeling a little petty, I'm not gonna lie. Let's find a good font. Let's find a good font. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah. Dat not nice. Well, then I guess I'm not nice. How am I gonna live with that? Exactly, Beth. Honesty is a bitch if I... Exactly. Karami gets it. I'm told a wise philosopher once said, honesty is a bitch. You know, something's brewing when Carrie says, let's find a good... It's true. It's true. It's true. That is straight... Oh, now we're sexist too. Oh. What is sexism? What is sexism? Quickly now. Quickly, what is sexism? Hurry up. You're gonna start throwing around words, you better know what they mean. You want me to call you a certain way, but you refuse to acknowledge my preferences. I didn't ask you to call me anything. In fact, I'd rather you not speak to me ever again. I would prefer you never address me directly as long as we both shall live. You are he. Well, let's be clear. Pronouns and gender are not always tied together also. So someone could be a man and not use he, him. You have to pay up. Exactly. You are an online personality, so why? Why what? Also, I'm an online personality. Putting that on the resume. I'm putting that on the resume. Yeah, what does it have to do anything? Just because I'm online, and this is something that I wish the Overwatch community would tune in for this conversation too. Just because someone's on the internet doesn't mean they're like fair game for you to like talk shit to. That doesn't mean you can say whatever you want to me. You're good, Beth. You're good. Online freaks kind of lose their rights. They are kind of loose, and we love a loose freak. I love a loose freak. Don't talk about Kiki like that. She's right here. She can hear you. Manners. I'm an online personality. You have to listen to me. Yeah, you lost the right to call anybody a freak with the anime comment. I'm sorry, honey. Glass houses, honey. Exactly, Heron. I'm gay, idiot. Cis doesn't mean straight. You can be gay and cis. There are several gay cis people in this chat right now. It happens. They're out there. They're out there. There are cis queer people probably in your neighborhood. Let that sink in. Yeah, I thought you were straight. I thought you were stratty. No, you can't be cis in any circumstance because it's not a real term. So what's the truth? Is cis a slur or is it not a term? Because a slur would be a real term. You're moving the goalposts, baby. You're getting all tangled up in these goalposts because you can't even keep it straight. You gotta pick a struggle, because right now you're trying to fight all the battles at the same time, and you're losing every single one of them. And I'm getting clips out of this. I'm gonna make you famous on TikTok with this shit. Are you kidding me? Forget the YouTube video we were gonna watch. This is way better. There's a man and a woman, and others can go whatever they want. Great. Then we will. We weren't waiting for your permission to do that, though. I know, Ruby. So you agree. Not everybody is a man or a woman. Scientific term is heterosexuals. In fact, it is not. Should I put heterosexual spelled that way on some merch for you? If I made a heterosexual t-shirt, would you in fact buy one? Heterosexuals. You're right, I like that one better. You're right, I like that one much better. Heterosexuals. That's what they call Red Sox fans where I'm from. There's a lot of merch coming out from today's talk. Truly. This is gold. Keep going. Heterosexuals. That sounds very fancy. Sounds very fancy. Whatever. Make fun of my spelling, not knowing how to speak another language. Then don't talk about shit you don't know about. You're the one who came in here trying to tell me that this English word is a slur. So which is it? Is it that you know English well enough to know that this is a slur? Or is it that you don't know English well enough and you shouldn't be talking about it? Because it sounds to me like you're trying to have it both ways. And that doesn't work no matter what language you speak. I do speak shit what I know about, dummy. You clearly don't! You clearly don't. If you can't even spell cisgender, I'm not going to assume that you know enough about what it means to be cisgender to be able to classify it as a slur. But I am going to let you sit here and keep embarrassing yourself so my mods can clip it. I can throw some of this shit on a t-shirt or on TikTok and turn it into cash in my pocket. Also, you should probably just go vote for me. Vote for me for Face of Horror 2023. They are gay and straight. They know English, they don't. It is real and fake. Cis is a slur, but it's also not a term. I can call myself anything other than cis, but I cannot call you cis. Cis. Googles if cis is a slur and only finds information about Elon Musk. Well, that's all I need to know. That's all the information I need. It does work because gender is universal and make up shit like cis terms and dummy ass ideology. It is local. I'm not even sure I understand what you're trying to say. Why is it so hard for you to not call me cis? Oh, it would be very easy for me to not call you cis. I would gladly call you asshole, fuckface, thundercunt. How do you feel about any of those? Good? Not good? Let me know. Let me know. I feel like we need to pronounce shiat. Shiat. Oh, y'all like ThunderCon. All right, well, there you go. You sure can, Aaron. And it shall be. I feel like I need to go get in the nun costume for this. Is all of this going to be on the test? Girl, I don't even know what's happening anymore. Well, thanks for the follow, I guess. It's nice to see some crossover with the cis community. Most of my followers are very queer and or very trans / non-binary. So it's nice to know that I still have broader appeal. Ally. I like the hair. Carrie, why are you screaming my name? Well, I'm not an anime character. Cis and proud. Yeah, this is a real weird conversation, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling less comfortable than I was about 20 minutes ago, but also you know, work, I guess. Oh, you want me to call you Thundercunt? No. Sorry, sis. Yeah. Especially now that we know they like, well, here's the thing. I wish more people would be upfront about it. So I can at least respect that you admit that I make you question what you thought was possible and what you thought you were into. And I wish more people would just admit that. That's fair. I get it. This is a lot to take in. I have devil horns drawn on my eyebrows right now. And it's not every day that someone comes across that. And it's even less common that people realize, oh my gosh, I am so turned on by this. That's a lot to process. And I'm here for you. My new cis friend. Carry the one, opening minds and legs every day. Someone's got to do it. It's a public service that I offer. And honestly, it's a privilege to be able to, flood so many basements. Someone's got to do it. And you know what? I got the broad shoulders for it. I'm not even wearing my breastplate. I'm not even wearing my pads. I got about 4 inches of ass in my closet. If I had known you were coming with this sort of energy, I would have been more prepared, honey. Mm-mm-mm. Not the tarp. You insulting me by calling me cis is almost more appealing to me buying a shotgun. I don't really understand what that means. But, okay. I'm just a dog, drag queen's best friend or whatever. Amen. Amen. We love a pup. Opening minds and legs daily on a shirt. Someone's got to do it. It'll be like those like college like sweatshirts where they've got like the fancy seal on it, but it'll just be like a crown and then it'll say that around it. Or like a shield. And I'm not living in US and guns are legal. So it's probably gonna be pretty hard for you to buy a shotgun then, huh? What does that have to do with me, babes? What does that have to do with me? When you people eventually cross the line, trust me, you will understand. Have you, all right, you want to talk about history. Are you familiar with Folsom? If we haven't already crossed the line, we're not going to. If people literally fisting each other in the middle of the street in broad daylight isn't enough to cross the line for you, a drag queen on the internet is not going to do that either. I'm so sorry, Beth. Put me on speaker. Put me on speaker. We'll take over your D&D night. Not that, Ruby. Who blew the Nord Stream pipe? I don't know, but it wasn't me, and I don't know why you're trying to make it my personal issue. I did not do it, if that's what you came here for. If you came here thinking I was going to, like, confess, it was not me. I have not blown up any pipelines. I've blown a few pipes. But I can't say I've blown up any pipelines. Hey, got him! Got him! Oh, that's right, the 16 high schoolers in the trench coat. So issues only has to be personal for you and focused on you? Well, for me to run my mouth to strangers about it, yeah. Am I going to go run into some random person's stream and ask them about a pipeline? No. Because that's nothing I know anything about. How about funding for Ukraine? You like Putin? I do not like Putin. I am comfortable going on the record saying I do not like Putin. That is a stance I am happy to take. If and when I ever run for president, you can clip that, run it back. I'm happy to stand by that comment. Do you have a Discord carry? Because I'd love to do a makeup look inspired by your brows tonight. I do. I do indeed. Why don't you DM me on one of those social media platforms and I will send you a direct link rather than using the command, because I don't want our new friend in my Discord. That's not a door I'm interested in opening up to just anybody. But if you want to shoot me a DM on one of those, I'm happy to send you an invite link. I dare you call Putin cis in his face. I would strut right the fuck up to Vladimir Putin. I would shake my tits in his face, and I would say, never mind. I wouldn't have to say anything because he'd be so awestruck by my hourglass figure, the slightly wonky devil horns on my eyebrows, and that little twinkle in my eye. That would say everything. Hey sis, it's Chris. Yeah. I don't know, Ruby. We're just picking random shit, I guess. Do you think this cis gay is confusing cis with cis? Because I wouldn't put it past it. Maybe. Maybe. Is Taiwan a country? Yes. I'm sorry, is that a hot take? Cis is not a slur. I can't believe you're still coming back to that, babes. How embarrassing for you. Cis is not a slur. You're literally the only person here who feels that way. Taiwan is not a country, it is China. Okay. I disagree with you. And? You know that you can disagree with somebody and not feel like it has to be your life mission to change their mind, right? I feel like that's maybe the fundamental difference we're having here. We can disagree on things like that, and I don't feel any pressure or obligation to argue with you about it. Because whether or not you agree with me has no bearing on me. I'm going to ban you probably in about 5-10 minutes. And I will never have to talk to you ever again. So whether or not you think Taiwan is a country, whether or not you think cis is a slur, none of that really matters to me. Would I prefer you stop running around telling people cis is a slur? Sure. Am I going to lose sleep over it if you don't? No. No. Well, the reality is, what is the difference? That comment does not make any sense. The reality is what it is and what you think is pudding. Now you got to bring food into it? Who told you that's my love language? Now it's getting personal. You start talking about my pudding, now it's getting fucking personal. The reality is what it is and what you think is pudding. I'm putting that on a t-shirt too. I'm not letting that comment through. Nice try. Nice try, sis. See, if cis was a slur, Twitch would block it. Necklace reminds me of the one I wore at my wedding, and it's very similar. Mine was green. It had a matching crown because oh, I love that. I got it on Amazon, and they had these in like 10 different colors. I have a black one too. What we all think is pudding. Pudding is all I think about. Yeah. I'd like to know how you knew about my plans. I was going to celebrate my birthday by wrestling Kiki in a swimming pool full of pudding. But now I got to think of something else because you went and spoiled it. Pretty rude, I think. What am I going to do with all this pudding now? Birthday is October 29th. 2 days before Halloween, which is why I should be the face of horror. Button. The button's not working. My Stream Deck, for whatever reason, it'll happen eventually, and you're going to get the command like 4 times. It's fine. Fine. Would that have been a live stream? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Am I going to have a birthday stream? Probably. I don't know. I haven't really planned anything. I've been zero help. My like IRL friends have been like, do you want to do anything for your birthday? And I'm like, I don't know. You are an awful person. Have a good day. Look deep inside your soul. Good night. Oop, there they are. They're all coming. Let's revisit this comment. You are an awful person. I never said I wasn't. Have a good day. Thank you, I am. Look deep inside your soul. Good night. I will look deep inside my soul. I will look. So deep, it's gonna be so dark. Not a single bit of light's gonna penetrate through. This dark, dirty soul. Such a dirty, dirty soul. Not everybody lurking when I do the. That's where they draw the line. Well, anyway. Beth, enjoy your game. Have so much fun. Heron, thank you for the lurk. I love you. What a fun little detour. Episode 3, we've peaked. It's all downhill from here. Is my mic cutting in and out? I don't know, you tell me. You tell me. It might have been when I was moving the microphone. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been a bad little drag queen. Yeah, the mic got too hot. I shoved it too far down my soul. Not ASMR. Anyway. Well, that was... You know what? You know what? Well, I feel okay using the Discord command now. So if y'all want to join the Discord. If my bot wants to work with me here. Hello. Hello. Mix it up. I haven't even started playing a game yet. Why don't we do another giveaway? How do we feel about that? How do we feel about another giveaway? Yeah. I feel pretty good about it. Beth, make sure you redeem. I'm showing that Beth has still not redeemed yet. Don't make me re-roll it again. Me, I'll join the Discord at Volunteers Tribute. Love that. Love that. Lovely. All right, let's do a couple level 1s this time. Let's do a couple level 1s. So same deal, we're gonna have 2 winners. How do I? Did I not click the right thing? How do I re-roll these? Wait, can I not re-roll again yet? Can I only re-roll 1 per day? I thought it was re-roll each gift once per day. I don't think I can re-roll these yet. I'm gonna have to do 1 giveaway every day. I'm never gonna get through these. I still have 28 left to give away. I thought I could re-roll each purchase every 24 hours. Not 1 re-roll every 20. Good God, girl, I'm never gonna get rid of these. Oh my God, it's never gonna end. Well, shit. Well, never mind then, I guess. Oh, that's unfortunate. Shit. Well, I'm never gonna be able to, I literally have 28 left. And that's assuming Beth redeems hers. Here's my thing. I'm not sure if I get paid for them until they get redeemed. So if I have to sit on these forever, I don't think I'm going to get the money from them until I can actually give them away to somebody. Gotta stream more off. I guess I'm going to have to literally, because I never have that many people watching me. So I'm going to literally have to like organize something where I have everybody come together and show up at the same time so I can give these away. 1 order at a time. So the next one we'll do the like, because there was one where somebody gifted 10 and I think only 1 of them got redeemed, so I've still got 9 left on that order. Birthdays, I guess. Ugh. Fourth wall, you should change that. That's a weird rule. Why do you have that rule? I'm sure there's a good reason, but anyway. What a weird day we're having, huh? What a weird day. Never a dull moment, is there? We are still in first place. I'm watching you, Elizabeth. I see you. I see you and your sneaky friends with all their money. You think you're gonna pull some fast shit on me? You're not. You're not. Do y'all want to see the merch? Do y'all want to see the merch? I got my merch samples in the mail. The ghost in the corner, I love it. Scary the One, yes, that's our little like Halloween logo. In fact, if you like that, then you're gonna like the merch. So I did post this in the Discord, but we have the beanie. We have the beanie. The little ghost. She's very cute. It comes in like 5 different colors. So I think there's like a gold color, there's a navy, there's another gray, there's I think a green maybe, like an olive green kind of color. So cute. So cute. I'm trying to like branch out a little bit more. My merch has always been very like kind of traditional drag merch where it's like a picture of me and then my name. So I'm trying to move into stuff that like people who maybe aren't as like into drag or can't wear shit that says like drag queen on it. Stuff that people can wear that's a little bit more subtle. So I hope y'all like this. I do. I think it's really cute. We also got that on a t-shirt. And again, this comes in a bunch of different colors. I got this one. It's like a slate blue color with the pink ghost with a little crown. So cute. So cute. Little peace signs. We love that. And again, that comes in I think 12 or 13 colors. Heterosexual. Too much. Too much. And then the only other thing I got, there are a couple, like there's a hoodie in there. There are stickers. We got holographic stickers of the ghost. So if you like the ghost design, you can get some stickers of that. But then I also did, because I wanted to celebrate this Face of Horror competition I'm part of. So I took the image from that and put it on a t-shirt as well. And it's this kind of, it's reading is a lot more kind of like a lavender on camera, but it's not. It's a kind of a deeper violet color. I thought it was really cute. That same kind of Halloween font. The font is called Schlop. So, yeah. So that's the merch. I didn't get the hoodie because I already have like 6 Carry the One hoodies, and it felt like I don't need one more. So, but there is a hoodie, stickers. What else? Let me pull up the website. Oh, the coffee cup. I knew there was one more. So I also did the coffee cup. So there are 3 designs for each of the 2 designs. So the ghost comes in a t-shirt, a beanie, and a sticker. The picture of me comes in a t-shirt, hoodie, and mug. Very slay. Very slay. Wow. What a day we're having, huh? What a day we're having. Well, I'm going to take a quick BRB because I have to go to the bathroom. But when I come back, we have 2 horror games we're going to play. So one of them is a demo, and the other one is a very, very short indie horror game. So the first game we're going to do is called Mannequin. It's a full game, indie horror game. I think from what I gather, you play the part of a woman who works at a store at a mall, I think. And you're the closer, and so you're trying to close down the shop, but you get locked in, and so I'm assuming something happens with mannequins, if I had to guess. That one's, I think, only like 10 or 15 minutes long. And then the other game we're going to play is a demo for a game called All in Your Head, which just came out today. So we're going to dive into that too. Go piss, girl. Not that, Andy. If you ever want to make custom stickers or help designing merch, I have a certification in graphic design. Very cool. Very cool. Do you have like a portfolio or a website? All right. I'm going to take a break. This is your chance as well. Go grab a drink, grab a snack, take your meds if you haven't yet. Go vote for me. Go buy some merch. I am going to run an ad. I'll remember to run an ad this time so that we don't have any mid-roll ads for a hot minute. Yes, vote for me. Instagram right now. I'm trying to get a website up soon. Okay. Well, you just joined the Discord, so if you want to DM me your Instagram, I'm happy to take a look at it. Yeah, go be heterosexuals. Go be cis. Go call someone cis. I'm gonna go call Jared cis aggressively. Aggressively. You've got to say it like you mean it. That's your homework. All right. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Y'all behave yourselves. I love you.